it will be actually shared after this program. So through the YouTube and other channels, I think it is better to start. Yeah, Janet is here, and we all understand English, and so I would like to, I think, share about what I know about Savita ji for the last several years, maybe around 18, 20 years. Just I would like to introduce is a special presenter for today's program. You know, Sabita Koirala. She comes from Japa district, where I also belong. And though we both come from the same place initially, originally, but we met here in Kathmandu. I knew her in Kathmandu. I think I left Japa district quite in early age. So when she was here in Kathmandu, so we came to know each other, and she visited ICA, I think around kati varsha bhayo, 18 years,
Boy sir,
around 18 years,
2000 में हो सर.
2000, around 20 years. She visited ICA office. So while she was working on through the street of the ICA's office, so she just came to know the ICA, and she just pick in. She came in and just to know more about what is this organization about. I think that was the way she came, and we shared, and she got interested to ICA work, and later she joined ICA as a regular staff immediately afterwards. And for I think 5 full years, no, I think five
Yeah,
full years she
complete
worked
5 years.
as a regular staff at ICA, and so I think during that process she came to know uh, a number of training packages, and I think training experts, facilitators, global network members of ICAs, and so many things. I think that 5 years was quite active time of ICA Nepal, though we are also active, much more active these days, but that time was also very, very active time of ICA Nepal. And I think during that time, Sabitaji met Janet Sanders also,
Yeah,
and Robertson work, because we both Sabitaji and myself
yeah.
attended international seminar in New York,
MDG, MDGS.
MDGs, and Robertson work, and Janet invited us over there. And through ICA, I think Abilene and Shiju, so many other peoples she came to know, and still she is in touch with all of them. And after leaving ICA, she joined, I think, MEDEP that time. No,
DLGSP,
DHSP,
DLGSP, DLGSP,
DL, okay,
GSP,
district.
LGP program,
Okay,
local.
anyway, MEDEP, and after that UNDP, and I think she is still with the project of UNDP, and uh, but still she has not dissociated herself through with ICA and Social Artistry team. Uh, I think this is a very brief introduction. She has done masters in botany. I know botany, botany, but like me, I did
Diverse field,
masters in
diverse field.
zoology, so we are more in social work. So social work demands all disciplines. So I think that is good discipline through the botany. But after that, she received so many training in so many different fields, and being one of the active persons in the field of social transformation and human capacity building till now. I think I just covered, and it is like an
Covered
extempore.
almost all covered, sir.
I was not prepared, but Amaji told me to share about you. So I think this is good exercise also. So
Yeah, And
Uh,
for your kind
please,
information, sir, I
okay,
just
please you continue with giving
okay.
your
Further
other
further
details and
introduction.
Sir,
whatever
just
I haven't made.
I added one certificate in my academic qualification. I just
Okay,
cleared the LLM first year with gender
okay,
justice, specialization in gender justice,
okay,
and it is running in second year.
okay,
So
okay.
म विराटनगर
So you,
बस्नुन्जेल चाहिँ केही गरौँ भनेर नि सर 2
okay.
वर्षमा केही न केही
So you need seat for retirement. Okay.
अनि
Okay.
एलएलएम जोइन गरेँ सर आई जोइन
Okay.
एलएलएम
Okay.
मास्टर्स अफ ल इन
Okay.
स्पेसलाइजेसन इन जेन्डर जस्टिस एन्ड ह्युमन राइट्स
राम्रो हो।
अनि फर्स्ट इयर पनि क्लियर गरेछु सबै अब
ए
सेकेन्ड इयर एक दिन एउटा बाँकी छ अब
ओके।
जाँच दिनु
भट्टजीलाई कन्ट्याक्ट गर्नु होला, उहाँ पनि
हो
कानुन कानुन व्यवसायी नै हो।
ओ भट्टजी
भट्टजीको
ओके
त धेरै चाहिँ त भट्टजीको त मल्टी डाइमेन्सनल पर्सनालिटिज भएकोले
थ्याङ्क यू
उहाँ
तत्त्व
त
सर
कामै प्र्याक्टिसनरै हो। हस्, थ्याङ्क यू। थ्याङ्क यू।
थ्याङ्क यू
हो।
आयो सर
ओके।
Hi, hi.
आयो।
I'm Milu Milu.
मिल्यो
अहँ।
Hi, sir. Bye.
के अरे अम्बाजीले चाहिँ एकदम फोर्स गरेर क्या मलाई नि प्रेजेन्ट
ठिक छ।
गर्नु
हस्।
भनेर जस्ट आई एम गोइङ टु सेयर माई पर्सनल एक्सपिरियन्स थ्रु आउट माई क्यारियर आफ्टर taking the training from the social artistry. Just I put the some few slides in the topic of relevance of the entrepreneurship development with social artistry. Actually, entrepreneurship development has the highest priority in our 15th periodic plan. Now, it is separate chapter in our plan, so we have to focus in every project, in every field on the entrepreneurship development. So today I'm going to discuss the relevancy of the entrepreneurship development with social artistry. So the main objective or main goal of the social artistry is just create the possible society. Whether it is the accurate accurate word or not, just possible society means just society, like ideal society, just possible human being in that type. So entrepreneurship development is also focused towards the possible society, equitable society, everybody has dignified society. So I today I am going to I am going to present relationship with these two phrases, social artistry and entrepreneurship development, for to create the just possible society. Before going to the discussion about the topics, I would like to share some concept on the entrepreneur. It is entrepreneur. It is derived from the Sanskrit word, and later on it is converted into the entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is originated from the Sanskrit word. Entrepreneur means inner calling, which sounds close to the entrepreneurs, means self-motivated and self-motivation. So, self-motivated or exploration of the human capacities, what we have within us. So we have to take out it, and we have to enhance our qualities. This entrepreneur and entrepreneurship development and social artistry somewhere similar. Entrepreneurship is much more than making a profit, and it identifies opportunities and risks in diverse areas of surroundings. Use divergent thinking to create possibilities with innovation. So entrepreneurship is somewhere can relate with social artistry, like vision. While we visioning, imagination identifies resources within us, in surroundings. So entrepreneurship's hallmark is also motivation, and social artistry also has the main thing is self motivation, self recognition within us. So this is the concept of both. And now, relevancy of the social artistry and entrepreneurship development. Actually, as we all know about the social artistry, it is the main is promote to enhance the human capacity, new thinking of new ways of thinking, innovative thinkings, and such type of thinking, such type of concept can address, recognize particular social issues. to make the just possible society. And I remember when we met with the Janet, we used the social artistry to address or to recognize the particular social issues, that is the HIV/AIDS and AIDS, that stigma in the society. We recognize that social issues and try to address through social artistry. So social artistry compromises most of the things, but I put here one major three things. So so it is one social artistry is a process. It is a methods of art and creativity to create a several possible innovations to make a equitable society, to make a human society, to make an ideal society. Ultimate goal is that type of the creation of the that type of society. So in the same field, entrepreneurship development is also creativity, innovation, motivation, risk bearing capacity. So when people create, when people are creative and when they innovate, they do the innovation, they produce the new things, new concept. There is the risk. So that type of risk bearing capacity should be within us, with the social artist or entrepreneurs. So these two things, when I work in my career, in my career, I when I learn about the social artistry, I use these uh, things in my work and transferred in my work in day to day. So thinking about the people, thinking about their one need, thinking about their status, their thoughts. So it is easy to me to deliver my services, deliver to make them motivate. So these things are the relevancy, resemblance with the social artistry and entrepreneurship development. So it is the process, it is a process. Entrepreneurship is also a process of art and creativity to create the new innovation, new concept, new theory for the social well-being of the society. The last ultimate goal of every project, everything, every concept, to make the people good, to make the people live, human people, just people, ideal people. So I realized the resemblance between the social artistry and entrepreneurship development. Social artistry enhance my qualities to create that type of that type of the society, that type of the society office, um, office periphery, wherever I go and discuss or stay. So entrepreneurship development, basically entrepreneurship development is the foundation of the ideal society. Entrepreneurs create the entrepreneur and entrepreneur create the enterprises. I'm working in the micro enterprise development program, from where I supported many rural women, especially focused on excluded group, through creation of the enterprises. But not enterprises is by the feeling of the entrepreneurship. First, we provided the entrepreneurship development training. It is the 10 days training. At that time they have to realize their importance, they have to realize their capacity. They think, oh, we can do such things, we can do, we have potentialities. So by realizes, by making realization to themselves, they become an entrepreneur, not just a business person. There is the difference between the business person and entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs seek the opportunity, tackle the problem, and create the as a create social, be and become a social leader. So these all things, that entrepreneurial development's ultimate goal is innovative solutions for social and economic justice. The ultimate goal is social and economic justice. Now in the in the market, not social, not just for social and economic empowerment, but lastly its goal is the social and economic justice. Now justice is the everywhere we in our field, justice is used everywhere, not only empowerment. It is not complete achieve our goal from the by the empowerment, but we need to justice, social and economic justice. So these entrepreneurship development create or enhance or influence to create a social and economic justice in the society. And we have lots of examples of the dignified life of the people, especially focus on the women's. These all are the women entrepreneurs. They are using local resources, their local traditions, skill, their knowledge. We just facilitate to them. You can do. You can do. We only facilitate and make them access to other surroundings who are providing such type of support. So these all are women. They are now doing their enjoying their dignified life. So it is my I think it is not necessary to explain individual. So, and among them, I have just one case study in my presentation. This is the case study of the Sinduli district. She is Rita Bogati, and when she received the entrepreneurship training and then her life is changed when they feel, when they realize her capacities. Actually she is a single woman who married on the age of the 18 years. After 2 months her husband left and married another girl. She faced numerous hurdles, etc. And now when she comes with us, and we provided her entrepreneurship development training and convince, will facilitate, motivate her. What is actually she can do. She realize her potential. She realize, she motivated, and oh, I can do. And she choose various options, and then she started her business, and now she became a social leader. Like 25 to 30% are taking yeah, she as an employee employees of 25 to 35. And now she take the award and recognized in the district. So when people, or when people think I can do, I have potential, I can do with I have image, vision, so that help. And what they have in their surroundings, their strength, so that type of feelings, that type of motivation certainly help to achieve their dreams. So detail I mentioned here, so you can read her. And now she is facilitating in her community. She is facilitating to people to do themselves in through enterprises like vegetable gardening. So now this is her a shop where 25 to 30 people, women are getting employment and doing regular job. And this is the flower garland, it ready for market. So she now she facilitates the community people too, to understand their potentialities, to understand their strength, how to cope the situation. So now she act as a social leader in her community. And now she is rewarded by his community. And in national level she is received the best woman entrepreneur by Ministry of Nepal. She is industry, he is a industry minister. And I think now she is like a social artist, I think. She act as a social artist, and she facilitate number of women in our district. So this is the example of the peoples who have to know their qualities, what is their inner calling, what is self motivating factors. So they have to go, and they can they can make a dream impossible. So last slide is I'm going to relate with the social artistry and entrepreneurship development. Social artistry is like this picture. If we can see this picture, the egg, if the egg, they break themselves the के भन्छ तिनीहरूको बच्चालाई चिकनको बच्चालाई होइन तिनीहरू if they think they can push their obstacle, they can try, they can do, they can come out from the egg. But if we put the hammer in the egg, there is the minimum chance of the life of the small chicken. So we can change ourselves. Only they can change their life themselves. So if they break the cover from the inside, then the life begins. If they themselves do, and to break the all obstacle, to they break the all barriers, and can come out and life begins. But if we put the hammer and we if we do mm, uh, if we do it by forcefully, may not be the chance of the survival. So mm, we can focus on the human capacities. So but somehow our like we are doing facilitation, making conducive environment. However, they need an environment. So we will focus on to prepare the enabling environment within the surroundings by the policy, by the plan, by the training, by the research. So we can support in that area. So everybody has the potential, so they can change their life by using their own capacities. So and the finally the result we can see in the lady from the Tarai district where I am working. This is the 100 words she can present in her happy mood, a prosperous society, happy Nepali. So these things, when we're talking about the feelings, talking about from the not only sympathy but empathy. So it is easy to motivate to others. It is easy to motivate to others. They learn, they feel from the heart. Now, it is the very necessary, it is a very important to use in every field, from the house, from the society, from the working place, in the community. We need such type of things. Then it uh, indirectly contribute to create a peace also, and we can also support in other area too. So I just sharing this presentation. Ambaji told me please do do. So just I prepared, and thank you for giving me chance to give the present, sharing my experience throughout the year. So thank you very much. And so now again, before I told Janet, so I think I crossed the limit. So I automatically I know, I feel, I realize and explain the social artistry while talking with the even in the shopkeeper also. I can talk with that way. The people who are in the public bus also, everywhere. So we have to use it as a habit of the life, routine of the life. So thank you very much. Thank you, my thank you for giving the time. And if you have some questions, or not actually questions, queries, I am happy to share. And Tato sir will also support me to make clear. Thank you very much. And
Okay,
these all things is credit goes to Tato Timsina sir.
okay. Please remove your
He
slide.
he he taught many things, many things, many things. Now I am using in my throughout the 2 decades of the association with the UNDP project. So that make me very special, I think. Thank you very much.
Okay, Sabita, remove your slide so that it would be easy to look all the person.
अब कसरी रिमुभ गर्नु
माथि उ
ए
त्यो
स्टप सेयर गरौँ
oh,
ल
okay,
थ्याङ्क यू
stop.
भेरी मच थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच
Very good. Thank you just for this wonderful presentation.
सर यस्तै त होला नि कस्तो हो
Yeah,
प्रेजेन्टेसन
isn't it?
Okay, very good.
Maybe Janet
Excellent.
would like to share something about your presentation.
जेनेट
Oh,
Janet and
Give some remarks.
well, I can't quite always hear. I think you asked me to share some
Yeah,
thoughts.
yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, okay, just to make sure. I took a few notes. Fascinating, Sabita. Absolutely fascinating. To think, way back when, and I was part of that history, that but you were always special. I can remember recognizing your gifts back then, and your capacity to share and care and be compassionate and to be clear in your thinking and just eager. You always embodied that sense of possibility within yourself, and it does my heart good to see how you have continued with that and just brought wherever you were at. You're exactly right. Wherever you are at in any situation, you can bring forth that sense of life and sense of possibility. And so, we in our training we had some exercises, some processes and methods, but those are just a tiny piece of what you might do. And what I am very happy with is to see how you have linked it with entrepreneurship and that understanding of the word entrepreneur, and your research into that is beautiful. I'm going to take, we always talked about this being a teaching learning situation. I have learned tonight from you and from your work. And so that just is a beautiful, and I want to highlight the sense of risk. I've not ever brought that in, but you brought that in, that the entrepreneur, and to talk about that, the just possible society. Excellent. Again, bringing those elements into it, that just society, justice, and then, how wonderful that piece about the egg, the chicken and the egg. Again, a simple metaphor, but those are just
simple
new.
metaphor.
Yeah, but I want to ask you if I can use those also in my own teaching, that I can share your work. So yeah, so excellent. I can just see the women that you touch and how empowered they are. You are such a innovative facilitator yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Janet.
Thank
So
you, Janet.
Prakash
Thank
ji,
you.
yes. Prakash Dakhalji is raising hand. Please, Prakash ji, unmute yourself.
Hello, sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaste, everybody.
Please let us look you also.
Just a minute.
अनुहार पनि देखाउनु न कस्तो हुनुहुन्छ कस्तो हुनुहुन्छ हजुर प्लिज ल फेरि सम्बन्ध विच्छेद भयो जस्तो
Hello.
हजुर ल ओके देख्यो
Hello,
Namaste,
Prakash.
everybody.
गुड मर्निङ हजुर
Oh, so happy.
Hello, Janet. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay.
It is
So,
wonderful to see you. Yes.
yeah. I'm very happy to see you again.
Yes. Likewise.
Namaste, sir.
I am good. He is good. Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry I could not join the meeting from beginning.
Okay.
So I'm sorry for that.
Next time.
Mhm.
Yeah, next time I will join. Yeah.
Good. Very
You
good.
can follow this YouTube also. It comes in the YouTube.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Aha.
Maybe I add few points. I think
Okay, sir.
ideas and concepts and remarks, and I think I feel that this is the need of the time also. Whatever Sabita ji is working in the field of entrepreneurship, I think this is the need of time. She has concluded her presentation with the very popular quotes from our Prime Minister, that prosperous
Nepal.
Nepal and happy Nepali. Actually, we are all are working towards that direction. And I think without good training and entrepreneurship, that is not possible. That is also my experience so far. Without good enterprise or entrepreneurship and without good background trainings, no one can actually be a happy person in our situation, because ultimately economy is related to be a person, to be a happy person, not for the extra economy, but at least for the
Survival नै पनि
sustenance,
चाहिने.
survival. If we have enough food, enough shelter, enough clothes, I think that is what we demand.
Yeah,
I think if we think from a very ordinary perspective,
perspective.
is not properly fed with good, I think, concepts and good training, facilitation, and among them, I think social artistry is one such a brilliant approach which can make individual, which can encourage individual to be an innovative person. This is what actually we are experiencing in Nepal. And this is very much linked to the micro projects or the trim tabs that we carried out. Actually, the trim tabs, the trim tabs encourage us to think about entrepreneurship also. If we see, I think even in I think ICA history, ICA Nepal history here, because we are also moving as per the national trends. I think the trend may be the same globally, I don't know. But as far as we see in the national level, especially like up to 10 years before, that was the time for training and facilitation. We train ourselves first, and we also train so many thousands of people, and through like Aisha approach or social artistry approach. And after training, actually so many people train. So what is the next, I think, next phase of training? And that is why we linked trim tabs in social artistry. I think that was a very good start. And that is what encouraged us to think about entrepreneurship. So I think this question is everywhere these days. People want to be in the training. They want to be facilitated. They want to be, internally, externally empowered, motivated, whatever we talk in social artistry. But at the same time, they need the, I think, final product, and we have to link that with the entrepreneurship. I think this is why UNDP started that project, and Sabitaji is the part of that very unique project. Through Aisha, we have also worked with MDP in some of the, I think, activities, not in a bigger way, uh, but through Aisha, we are also very much carrying out such projects these days. For the last 5, 6 years, we have been more active in providing opportunities for the people. You know what, by the way, they can earn some income. So we have actually developed, I think, hundreds of such entrepreneurs these days, and they are starting enterprises all in many districts. Just yesterday, Ishiji and myself and other ICA people were in the field in Sindhupalchok all day, right from 6 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. We just came back. So we started 3 different initiatives yesterday, quite big. I think like we started one mini dairy involving the community people. We started sanitary pad making unit, and we started the concept of this cold storage, mini cold storage. like storing 5,000 to 10,000 kilogram of vegetables or fruits, because that is a big concern of local people. They produce, but after a few days that will get damaged and they lose their,
Value.
product. So we are actually also installing such mini cold storage in different parts of the country. We have just started the construction aspect. So I mean, right, similar as MEDEP, apart from training and facilitation, we are also involved in making people innovative and think some new initiatives or enterprises. Um, and we are working with different actually supporters like Rotary and iShares and others. And it is going quite well. Actually, people are very happy. And right now we are training so that they can start their tailoring shop. The intensive training is going on every day, like 5 6 hours for 2 3 months. And another group, they are being trained on plumbing, because in the community that is also a big need. 21 people for 3 months, they will be there and get very professional plumbers. I think our expectation is they will start their own enterprises after the training. So we are introducing that kind of innovation or entrepreneurship, which is quite uncommon in our society also. So I fully agree with Savita ji, because I feel that this is the need of present time. We need to make every individual innovative and entrepreneur. And for that, I think approaches like social artistry and technology of participation of ICA, I think they are very, very powerful tools, and we are using them regularly. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, so Sabita ji, or anything else to add? I think Ishu madam, will you share something?
I think, first of all, hello everyone. Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning.
Wonderful presentation, Savita ma'am. I actually already requested her, please share her presentation. I really like presented the tricks, like if we pressure something, then there might not
That cannot
get,
work.
yeah, they cannot work, and the life, we are not sure of life actually.
Yeah.
But if we provide a proper environment, like such kind of training and maybe orientation, or maybe some support, some maybe seed, something like environment, good environment, then the innovation, creativity happens. Like, so I'm really inspired. And yeah, actually, like what Tatu sir mentioned, we are very much like motivated and encouraged by the tools like social artistry and top. And I completely agree with Sabita ma'am as well, because like we have been like implementing, we have been using these tools in our everyday life, like wherever we
Yeah.
go, like whenever we talk, like whenever we have discussion in family also, like some kind of,
Yeah.
like we are using such kind of tools, knowingly, unknowingly. So it is always good to, like I look forward to TLC, and like how we are implementing this social artistry. Like last time we had Yogmaya ma'am and Rajbhadur ji, and now Kavita ma'am, and how ICA is also implementing, like ICA social artistry tools and other ICA tools. So it is always good to learn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Janet, for like making this time so late,
Thank you
and
very much.
waking up so much. It is always so good to hear, so warm, like to hear from you. It's very, very warm.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Okay. So Well, yesterday I called Pramila also. She just written yesterday only, and she has a problem with the network today. So she will join next day, and she will present her next time. It is near to the Dasani festival or like that. So in the next Friday we will make a note. We will keep notice on the box. So she will.
In 3 haptama.
2
15 days,
after,
होइन
after
sir?
2 weeks. Yeah, next one, after 2 weeks. So she's also have good experience of social artistry to recover the such type of the disease, cancer, like a cancer. And so she told me this social artistry make me give me a courage, so that courage make me a perfect man and a winning person. With the experience of Sabita ji, we become sympathetic, empathetical person from our heart. So lot of things are changing to the individual people. It is completely shown or unknowingly or knowingly. So for this type of the initiation from IC Nepal, Dr. Saranichi Madam, they initiate, they at least encourage us to make a platform after TLC. And the coming days also, we are sharing different experience as well as the new tool and the techniques we are applying for the social transformation. And these things we will do continuously. Hopefully, we will keep other.
Ambaji,
Hazur.
Ambaji disturb भयो?
Okay, so some problem. I have network problem. So
Okay.
anything else you have to share or someone have to share? Otherwise, we will have to close the meeting. I think so. Or anything, sir?
Close garden.
Hazur? Okay. Okay.
Close garden होला.
Okay. Teacher, I thank to Janet also. She's just waiting for us after it is the night time for her as well. And so, well, I appreciate your presentation, present here, and then I appreciate the presentation of Sabita ji because of the in short time also. She was thinking that I was not preparing, but such type of a nice presentation we got from her. We also encouraged. Sorry. Hello. Okay, so I would like to close this meeting, and then we
के अरे कस्तो भयो मेरो भनिदिनु त सरलाई
excellent भयो म्याडम, सबैले
सर
भनिसक्नु
कस्तो भयो ठिकै छ कस्तो छ
because in spite of your I think short time, I mean you were not informed before, but like extempore
yesterday
हैन extempore हो तर एकदम राम्रो भयो कन्टेन्ट एकदम राम्रो छ अब डेलिभरी त अनलाइनमा अब यस्तै हो बसेरै गर्ने हो उभिने हो भने यताउति मोबिलिटी हुँदैन
मोबिलिटी भएको अलिकति टाइम लाग्यो
अर्कै
त्यो पनि
भयो
आफूले फेरि धेरै भएछ नि त यो
presentation, so everything is very clear. And because we are the practitioners also, so
त्यही भएर पनि इजी हुँदो रहेछ
practitionerलाई त यो एकदम क्लियर भइहाल्छ तपाईले भन्न खोजेको कुरा हामी एकदम
त्यही त
अलि अंग्रेजीमा बोल्दाखेरि पनि it is difficult to deliver in English also.
त्यो हाम्रो प्र्याक्टिस
त्यो पनि अलिकता त्यसले गर्दा पनि हो
यसमा त एकदम क्लियर छ तर पनि अब हामी जति आफ्नो भाषामा फ्लुएन्स हुन्छ त्यो त कहाँ हुन्छ
अम्बाजी
यस हजुर
यदि 11 वटा स्लाइड नि 2 घण्टामा प्रेजेन्ट गर्छु सर म यदि मलाई नेपालीमा दिनु भयो हैन कति गरिन्छ गरिन्छ
ल
बट आई